They've been upset,
What do you want
and they've been upset with the lack of results over the last 6 years.
Is that
and they're
right?
tired of not going to the postseason. They're tired of not going to the NCAA tournament.
Are they? Well,
How about that?
We were in the NIT a year ago.
Yeah, that really means a lot for El Paso right now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? We lost 4 starters. We didn't quite get there this year, Steve.
So every year is going to be the same thing, Coach.
Is that right? Well,
Is that what it's going to be?
If you're upset about us not winning games and you want me fired because of not winning games, that's your prerogative.
Men. Am I ready, ladies? So here's what that was all about. UTEP basketball coach Tim Floyd called a news conference today to address the team's off-season, including some of the recent transfers. Those are guys who left UTEP to play somewhere else. On the other side of that argument you just saw was local sports radio host Steve Kaplowitz. Floyd was upset over comments that Kaplowitz had made on his show about the state of the program under Tim Floyd. Plenty of shouting ensued.
Don't shake your head. You know I'm dead-ass right.
That's wrong, and your class was for saying that.
No, I'm dead-ass right. I'm dead-ass right. Yeah, I'm dead-ass right.
No, you're not. Because you know why?
It's fiction.
How about the pulse? How about the pulse of El Paso? How about all the fans? How about all the season ticket holders?
So as I mentioned, one of the big issues this offseason for UTEP has been transfers. Multiple players, including Christian Romine, Broderick Jones, and Josh McSwiggan, have all left the program. Of course, none of them were really major contributors last season. Now, part of the reason Floyd called the conference, however, was to let people know that having multiple transfers is now a pretty common thing in college basketball. According to UTEP, this offseason alone, 59 different teams have had at least 3 players go looking for greener pastures. 30 have had 4 or more leave. 581 players total in D1 basketball have decided to leave their program, transferring elsewhere. Tim Floyd says he knows why this is. He says it comes down to how the millennial generation thinks.
We go to recruit kids AAU ball, and they play on one team at 9 o'clock in the morning, and at 4 o'clock in the afternoon they're playing on another team. All right? It's the culture of the millennial that we're all dealing with. And it's not just in college basketball. Okay, it's in the workplace. The average millennial right now has 5 jobs within the first 3 years of graduation. I feel like we've really done a pretty good job in terms of retention.
And you know we've got much more of today's press conference on our website right now. Just go to KVIA.com. Coach Floyd did apologize for his tone at the end of the conference. Sort of.
But I really hate my tone here today, but it's all based on one guy who I think is completely irresponsible. That's all I got to say. And I'm not going to respond every time you throw something out there that's false.
All right, moving on to a more pleasant topic. Big game in the NBA playoffs tonight. Spurs, Thunder tied at 2 games each. San Antonio was down 2 late. Tony Parker, game tied. Under 10 seconds to go. Spurs down 1. They tried to foul Westbrook earlier. Instead, ends up being an and 1. Thunder go up 4. Thunder would win it by 4, 95-91. Just so you know, the Chihuahuas are currently down 5-4 at Vegas right now in the 8th inning. More weather on tap. Stay with us.